typically content creators are having a really hard time getting people to jump from their YouTube shorts into their long form content. But check this out. So rolling out right now here on YouTube, this is happening inside of the regular YouTube app. YouTube is making it to where you can sample parts of your video content, your long form video content, and convert it into a YouTube short. Now, here's the kicker for this is you can use this on archived content, and like if you have content that's 5 years old, you can still use samples of it to make YouTube shorts, which is a win. But the big part of this that is a huge bridge for content creators in terms of getting viewers from the YouTube short shelf into your long form content is they are making it to where they are linking directly to the long form video. So what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to sample out a section of your YouTube short. And then once you sample out that section of your YouTube short, then you can, make it, of your long form video, then you can make it into a YouTube short. And when you do that, then in addition to that link, let's say that you make a short that is a little bit shorter than the 60-second requirement for this feature. Let's say that it's 30 seconds. Well, one of the additional things with this is you can also use the shorts camera to add to the content as well. So if you want to add some additional context or anything like that, then you're going to be able to do it. But here's a quick rundown. Basically, it's rolling out now, this particular feature. You can only use this on your own content. So this isn't like the clips feature where you're going to be able to sample it from or the cuts feature where you can sample others. This is only for use on your own content because of that linking thing, right? In addition to that, you can use up to 60 seconds from one of your videos and you just add it into the editor from there. The best part, like I mentioned before, is that you can link directly back to the original video. In addition to that, if the clip that you want to use is less than 60 seconds, again, just for the reminder there, then you can add to it in order to make it a 60-second clip because that's the requirement as of right now. We'll see if that changes in the future. In addition to that, YouTube is suggesting with this update that you actually use this feature as you get access to it, that you use this feature in order to bring attention to some of the older content in your channel. In my opinion, especially for content creators that have been on the platform for a while, this is going to be great for us. If you're new, then this is going to be something that you're going to be able to use just to, if you publish something last month or, 2 months ago, then you're going to be able to use it there as well. But for people that have old content that's still relevant, this is huge, in my opinion, as it relates to the updates here on YouTube. The next thing that I want to bring to your attention is that YouTube is testing out revenue sharing for popular music on YouTube. So a direct quote here, I'm just going to read this to you, is they say that they're expanding, we're expanding our partnership with the music industry to give creators more options to include music in your videos. We are starting. You know what? I just realized that I'm not flipping my thing here. There we go. We're starting to experiment with ways to grow creators' music options for their content. This includes introducing the ability for creators to access our partners' music while still being able to earn revenue on their videos. Right now, we're still building and testing with a limited set of creators, and we will have more news to share in the coming months. So that's another thing that's really exciting. So if you have popular music to where, the artist has a channel on YouTube and you want to use that music right now, you're going to run into trouble, right? We all know that right now because the copyright system is a disaster on YouTube. But right now you're going to run into trouble. But what they're working on is they're working on the ability to where you're going to be able to, in the future, as long as the experiments that they're, rolling out, as long as it is positive, then you might be able to use popular music in your videos in the future. And how that's going to work is it's actually going to be a revenue split. So, instead of them taking all of your revenue, then you are still going to be able to get some of the revenue if you do choose to use that. But here's the deal. Just as a heads up, this is an awesome feature for them. And if you want to use the popular music, that's a win because it can create that relatability with your audience and things like that. But if you want to keep all of your revenue, I'm just going to drop a quick shameless plug again for CreatorMix.com, which is our free music service for YouTube content creators. So go check out Creator Mix in the meantime, or just keep using it if you want to maintain all of your YouTube ad revenue. The next thing that I want to bring to your attention today is that YouTube is also, as of today, the sub count. How in the past I mentioned, I think it was in my first YouTube news, where I mentioned that they were going to be removing the hidden subscriber counts. As of today, July 29th, you are no longer going to be able to hide your subscriber count on YouTube. So for most of us, that's not a big deal, but I know some people do hide their subscriber counts for different reasons. And I just want to let you know, if you are one of those people, that as of today, your subscriber subscriber count is no longer going to be hidden on your YouTube channel. I also want to mention that, and this is pretty awesome as well. So this one isn't necessarily something that's going to impact you as a content creator, but it's something that, you know, is inspirational. So MrBeast, recently on Thursday, actually, he crossed 100 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. So I just wanted to, you know, say congratulations to him, who he probably won't see this, but I just wanted to say congratulations to him, but also just, you know, share that with you as inspiration. This has moved him into the top 5 YouTube content creators on YouTube. So he's gunning for that #1 spot, but as of right now, this moved him into that, you know, #5 spot for YouTube content creators. And I do want to let you know, just in case you are not familiar with Vid Summit, every single year, this year it's going to be in September in Los Angeles, California, where MrBeast, he actually goes up on stage and he talks about, you know, hey, these are the things that I focus on. These are the things that, you know, that I focus on to grow my YouTube channel, and he gives tips and things like that. But with Vid Summit, in addition to him, there's a bunch of other content creators that are going to be there sharing information for YouTubers like myself as well. I've got links to Vid Summit and some of the other things that I've talked about, source links, things like that, down in the description of this stream today. And I also want to mention that last live stream, I mentioned the integration between TubeSpanner and Streamyard. That is now official. So if you're a Streamyard user and or a TubeSpanner user, then you can now start using that integration with Streamyard. I've got links to all of the things that I've talked about down in the description, so you can go ahead down there to explore these things further. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet to stay up to date with all the news on YouTube that's going to impact you as a content creator. And that's the news.